Hello Aquarius, thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I appreciate your energy here with me so very much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, or drop down in the comments if you find something that resonates for you. If you're first timer to my channel, also big time welcome. I hope you enjoy the message that comes through. I'm using a Jane Austen tarot deck today, and I'm also using a Romeo and Juliet oracle deck. So I've kind of got a feeling that this is going to be a love message that comes through. But we'll see, right? We don't really know. But go ahead and take a deep breath. Set your intention for the reading, what kind of message you're hoping to receive, what answer you're looking for. I'm kind of going to sort of start this off as like, sort of what I was called to do before this reading started was like a, like what you need to know, like what your person wants to tell you, or what you should know about your person right now. Like, what are they thinking? Kind of how are they viewing this connection? So given that vibe, let's just go ahead and jump right on in, okay? All right, Aquarius, what do they need to hear given the context of what I just talked about for their connection, whoever they're listening for? Okay, we've got one. Anything else? Let's just see what this is. Ooh, this is strength, but it's reversed. Okay, so that's potentially good. Let's see, any elaboration on strength reverse so I can begin this explanation here for Aquarius as to what's going on. All right. We have the Star as well. We have the Devil. And we have the Empress reversed. Okay. And it's interesting, when I set down strength, it's now in the upright, but it was in the reverse. So I'm going to take it sort of like sideways here. So with the Empress being reversed and the Star being upright, if you look to like this imagery here, it kind of reminds me of the same woman, but like almost in like a different sort of mentality or mindset. This one's very lavish and well dressed and has makeup and is ready for some sort of party. And this one looks like she's more kind of, you know, I get like Little House on the Prairie sort of vibes from her, you know, like perhaps like she's a little bit less well dressed, or, you know, has slightly lower means. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what's upright and the Empress is reversed. And we have this Devil energy kind of conjoining the two. So this could either be, the Devil energy could be a masculine, could be a Capricorn here, Earth sign, or it could just be sort of like the fact that since the Empress is reversed, what may be keeping the Star, feminine energy from being in an upright Empress energy is perhaps a little bit of Devil energy. So there may be some sort of lustiness kind of going on here. And usually when you have strength, it's not uncommon to see it with the Devil. And it's reversed. It's like she almost doesn't have the strength in something perhaps to defeat this Devil energy, this lusty energy, this could be somebody who's kind of going through a twin flame connection perhaps as well, because that can be a very difficult thing that takes a lot of strength and hard to overcome, that desire, that passion, that almost like obsessive thinking. We don't have anything about obsessive thinking here yet. So tell me a little bit more about strength in the Devil, please. I don't want to just start making up stuff. I want it to... This is the Sun reversed. It is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible. Yeah, this could be somebody who's stuck on somebody, has this masculine Sun energy sort of stuck in their mind, and is not really open to the potential of having, you know, many holds upon happiness. You know, maybe it's like this is their one hold to happiness. They view this as their sun, their one thing, and they don't have it, you know. And they may be kind of focused on that energy, and that's what this Devil energy is. Can you tell me a little bit more about the masculine energy involved in this? That was a very clear message. This looks like it's an ace of cups. Interesting. It's like a bird and a feather here. I just heard birds of a feather flock together. This very much could be a twin flame reading. You may feel like this person is your Ace of Cups. This person is your romantic connection. This is who you desire the most at this time. And they probably really desire you too. Because that Ace of Cups is upright. We're not seeing any reversal there as far as like that not being the case, you know? So I did say tell me more about the masculine energy and the Ace of Cups. So yeah, he very much feels that way too. Let's just get some clarity. How do you feel about him? Because that Empress is, whoa, that Empress is reversed. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you may really feel like this is your balance, this is your counterpart, this is your other half. My question is though, even though it is upright, is this person actually giving to the connection fully? I'm not so sure because we have the Lovers reversed. This is somebody that you see as your other half, that you want as your balance, you want as your counterpart, but that's not what reality is. That's not what's actually existing here. And then we have 10. This is spades, or clubs, I'm sorry, so this is wands. Is this upright? It's actually kind of hard to, okay, no, actually, it was reversed. Okay. 10 of wands reversed. Okay, you know what we need? Because I've been kind of going with that strength card being sideways and associating with the devil energy, but when we have the wands and the burdens reversed, and we also have strength that technically originally came out reversed, we're putting those two together here, and we're trying to figure out a bigger piece of this puzzle. Tell me about how strength reversed and the 10 of wands reversed is relevant in this reading. The Emperor. Ooh, okay, so what I'm getting with that is there's an alternative option here. Wow. Wow, this Empress could be with an Emperor. She's so blindsided by this one option that she has with the Sun reversed. She's so set on this one sun, this one masculine energy, that she's totally not even seeing the masculine energy, the Emperor, who's waiting in the wings, essentially, who would relieve the burdens from her if that 10 of wands reversed, relieve the strength that it's taking her to kind of get through the double energy here, this other connection that she feels like might be her other half or her counterpart. We also had the Star earlier, and I didn't really address what the Star energy is. We kind of talked about like her appearance, but we didn't really talk about the Star being like a, you know, an intuition or even like an illusion card here. So this twin flame could be a false twin flame. It could be an illusion. Tell me more about this Emperor who's going to relieve these burdens. Oh gosh, that's a lot of cards. We're going to take these two. 8 of Cups reversed. We all have our best guides within us if only we would listen. Yeah, this is the Moon. So we've had the Sun reverse, and now we have the Moon reverse, and we have the stars. We got the Moon, the Sun, the stars. Very much kind of got all like the astrological, earthy, you know, sun, like all those types of like vibes, right? So when I said before with the Star, that's also like an intuition and illusion, right? So is the Moon. The Moon's also kind of that way in a sense too. The Star is not as much illusion, but it's like a rebirth into a new version of the self that has like shed an old sort of past, and it's like a new skin almost. Also, it can be like, the Star can also be like a fame card, but that's not really coming through in this particular storytelling, but take it how it resonates for you. So yeah, if only we would listen to our gut intuition and like know that, I think that we know that this connection is not what's best for us, essentially. And we're realizing, I'm talking in like a plural we, I think it's because, I think I'm saying it like that because, well, one, I've kind of been through that connection before, but I think all of us sort of, I mean, the tarot is it's the Fool's Journey, right? We all can relate to this story of unrequited love, right? And so I think that's why I'm saying we here. You're not alone in this, absolutely at all. And that could be a significant message for you because I'm feeling the need to say it for whatever reason. But we have this 10 of Pentacles upright. So I think you really want an Emperor connection. You want a full abundance. You want that, you desire that. And you need to quit not listening to your intuition and knowing that that's actually what you deserve. You deserve all of that. You deserve an Ace of Cups. And to have a Lover's upright connection. So, you know what? We're going to shuffle it through. We're going to see if there's any sort of final message that want to come through there, but I want to know what the Emperor wants to say to you. And we're going to get that out of the Romeo and Juliet deck. But first, let's just see if there's any final, are there any final messages that want to come through from the tarot? Okay, we've got a 4 of Wands. And it's interesting that there's these hats here again. So there was something kind of significant I felt like with the hat and the star card that came out earlier. Like kind of like I was saying, it was like Little House on the Prairie vibes. We got the hats again. I might have to ask about that. There may be some sort of random obscure message for somebody in here about that. And then we also have 3 of Cups. Let's just see. Tell me more about the 4 of Wands real quick, please. Which also, by the way, is like a marriage and celebration card. In like the typical depiction. But we have these hats. Tell me about the hats specifically. Is there something I need to know about these hats? Looks like that one kind of wanted to come out, but I want to take a jumper. What do I need to know about the hats or like that Little House on the Prairie vibe? Is there any like message that needs to come through for an Aquarius specifically regarding that topic? It just feels 9 of Spades. I guess this is upright. So that would be Swords. 4 Wands, 9 of Swords. Tell me about the 3 of Cups. It is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible. The Sun reversed. It is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible. 3 of Cups. Yeah, this is just another affirmation that there's other potentials out there for you. There's a third party I feel like actively in the wings waiting for you. And I think it's an Emperor like we talked about earlier. So that's just that final message. It's like don't invalidate the fact that there's an Emperor here. Like that's what's, I said, is there any final messages? And it's like you can't not address that elephant in the room here. And the 4 of Wands is with the 9 of Swords. So it's almost like, who do I marry? Who do I choose? It's not a decision card. It's not asking that, but I'm just thinking of like what would keep you up at night in thoughts regarding a harmony marriage celebration card, you know? I guess tell me more about that. You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. 5 of Cups. There's somebody really fond, I think it's an Emperor, okay? Well, I shouldn't even say somebody. There is an Emperor waiting for you here. They want you. The longer you sit around with your energy in this other, pining over this other masculine who is a devil energy, doesn't really want you. I mean, he hasn't even really come through that much. It's like he's like not even strong enough energy for him to really come up as like a character. Like, I could ask about his story, but it just feels so like, yeah, I don't know. I need to go back to what I was called to do. You pierce my soul. I'm half agony, half hope. This is that Emperor talking to you. I was saying before, I'm like, what does he need to say? Oh, he's already coming out trying to talk. What does this Emperor want to say to you? He's like, I cannot be ignored in this. I have got to be acknowledged here with that 3 of Cups. Anything else he wants to say? Let's just see what he says here. Prince Aeschylus. Protection, kindness, undertake. Yeah, with that Strength reversed and that 10 of Wands reversed, he wants to help carry your burdens. He wants to protect you. He wants to undertake whatever it is he wants your baggage, which is like crazy. He's okay with that. He's kind, he's open, he's loving. I will be deaf to pleading excuses, nor tears nor prayer shall purchase out abuses. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses, nor tears nor prayer shall purchase out abuses. It is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible. He's like telling you, he's like, you deserve better. I'm not going to say you deserve me, but I'm here to offer some things, essentially. I'm here to help. It's almost like you can't believe what you've been dealing with. Somehow you must know about this connection, or you've told him about this connection. Maybe you're a confidant. He's your confidant in this connection. Like maybe you've told him about this twin flame, and you're like, this is what he's doing. He's like, I'm not going to tell you to be with me, but I can tell you for sure I mean, he may want you to be with him. But he's like, I can tell you for sure that you deserve better than that. He's like, I can't even like believe the kind of crap this guy's trying to pull, and that's worth your time and energy. Like, come on, look around, see your options. He may kind of be, it's interesting that kindness came out too. Let's just ask, does he want you? Or it's almost like he loves you so much. I mean, it does say, you pierce my soul, I'm half agony, half hope. It's almost like he loves you so much that he just truly wants your happiness and your genuine contentment, that if you choose him, awesome, he'd be totally stoked for that, like, let's go. But even if you didn't, as long as you're not dealing with this other BS connection, he'd be happy with that too. He's like, okay, as long as she finds who's worth her, cool, like, I'm okay with that. As long as she's happy and treated right, like, that's great. Does he want her? Like, we're talking about this Emperor, right? Like, is there anything we can expand upon that? You pierced my soul, I'm half agony, half hope. This is Eight of Clubs, Eight of Wands. Yeah, there's confirmation right there. That's that card where it's like all the wands shooting through the air. That's a speed card. That's like moving quickly towards what they want. He's like, the second that you realize, like, I'm sitting here waiting for you and you want to run into my arms, I'm here to catch you. I'm here to hold the weight of your burdens, of the strength that you need to get through that devil energy. This masculine is super supportive. I love this for you, Aquarius. This was a great reading. The other energy that you're dealing with in the devil energy, it's like almost not even worth acknowledging. I mean, it had a hold of you. It still kind of does. I get sort of an impression. I think you're getting over it because you're officially to the point where you're able to sort of see this other Emperor and realize that there's somebody here to like validate your experience and be there for you and be a listening ear, essentially. But yeah, I'm just gonna put my own sort of little encouragement. Actually, you know, I probably shouldn't do that, but I'm almost like, let's go for this Emperor, right? Like, he's an Emperor upright. Like, why wouldn't you want that? If he's here to support you, like, let him help you get over that connection that hasn't been serving you, leaving you unfulfilled. Like, I don't care what you thought it was. I don't care if you thought it was a twin flame and it, like, is your counterpart and that's what you want in the past. Like, but what's reality? How is he showing up for you? What is he doing for you? What is this Emperor doing for you that this other twin flame or this supposed twin flame or this false twin flame hasn't done for you, won't do for you, refuses to do for you, can't acknowledge anything about it, right? Final advice, maybe. Can I get some advice? I mean, this is definitely kind of like a romance. I'm not sure if we're going to get advice from this, but let's see what we got. Any advice to end this reading? Any advice from spirit guides, the higher self, the divine? Oh, that one kind of wanted to come out, but it didn't. Let's just take it. Fears, concerns, worries, risks. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there dies strangled ere my Romeo comes? Yeah, I think the fear makes sense when we had that Four of Wands come out and then the Nine of Swords come out to kind of clarify it. You're fearing losing out on another connection and a potential like marriage and happiness with like your perceived twin flame or counterpart by entering into this connection with the Emperor. That's what your fear is. So okay. What I was going to say was, okay, so that card didn't actually jump out, that fear. I think it's just like a further clarification, but we did just get a flip card here. And my original question was, what's the advice? And so the metaphor of love came out, flirt and seduction. If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this, my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss. This is a lot about self-worth, right? So if you have a twin flame connection and they are not responding and reciprocating at the level that you have been, and there's an Emperor dying to respond and reciprocate at the level that you crave and so desire and deserve, that's what this worthiness, it says, be open to receiving the love that you deserve by knowing that you're worthy of receiving it. If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this. It's like, profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine. The holiest shrine is like the love, right? My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss. It just feels like a fight. It feels like a battle of like, can I accept this love? Am I willing to give in to this? Is it okay to flirt and be seduced and feel the metaphor of love? Yeah, to feel what I've been so desiring to feel from this other connection. Am I going to allow that from somebody else? I think you should. I think that is the recommendation here, is because it's the Emperor, right? Advice. I feel like there might be one more that's going to help kind of clarify this, because I didn't. Revenge, punishment, compensation, counterattack. Thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper soft and valor steel. So what's interesting about this is, you think revenge, you know, you may think, oh, like I could be with this Emperor, I could be with this other person, and it'd be almost like revenge on this twin flame, like to see, look, I can find somebody else. But by the way, this is not what I'm gonna say, but this is like kind of how it could be perceived, essentially, like at first jump. But by reading this quote, I'm gonna explain it a little bit different. So you may be, having the perception of this, like, oh, like I could get even, or maybe that'd be how they perceive it too, because there's that devil energy surrounding that, right? Of this revenge of like, oh, she's just trying to get back at me, or I'm just trying to get back at him for breaking my heart, and now I've got this other suitor, and that's going to be like the best kind of revenge, right? But no. Thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper soft and valor steel. So it's almost like you've been, how do I explain this? Because even in this other one too, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss, there's that roughness, that coarseness, that like steel, hardness, coldness, desensitization to like an affectionate love or touch, because you've been so depleted of it from this other connection, or from what you actually desire and deserve. And so it's almost like this Emperor is coming through to soften it's almost like you've come into your masculine energy by like, it's almost like by being in the chase of this twin flame thing, you're in a masculine energy, you're in a chase energy, and there is like this revenge in the sense of like, you're coming back to yourself, you're coming back into your feminine, your feminine energy, to be in a receiving energy of actual, genuine, authentic love. It's softening that coarseness that you have. And I think that's what that Emperor is doing, or will and can do for you, to soften your temper, to, it says thy beauty. And I think that thy beauty is you. You're a beautiful star energy. You're an Emperor and Empress in reverse at the moment, but you have that potential to be with an Emperor and flip that Empress card to the upright and be in a soft, open, receiving energy and connection, and something that actually gives and serves you properly. Ooh, okay. I like this one. I hope you enjoyed it, Aquarius. I'm not going to keep this running for too long. We're at, over 23 minutes now, but anyway, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Drop in the comments if you found something in particular that resonated for you, and we will see you next time.